Honey Baked, KV, Heartland Ice Arena. Starting for HB is Pico, Douglas, and Kennedy. And at the back is Seda and Duncan. Currently just waiting for something to get situated in the penalty box. Looks like coaches needed to sign the score sheet. And now we can get underway. And face-off is won by HB. Controlled along the boards here and out to Kennedy. Kennedy skates it into the KV zone. Takes a shot on net and the rebound comes out to the front. Puck goes into the corner now. Douglas is in after it. Supported here by Pico. Douglas walks it out, gets it to Pico, who puts it on net. And stopped by the goalie there. Net comes off and we'll get a whistle here quickly into the game. KV controls the face-off and takes it behind their own net. Noel looks out to the middle, can't find her girl. KV brings it up now. Shot goes just wide of the net. Picked up by Douglas, who gets put into the boards. KV sends one across the front, and they pick it up here at the top of the circle. Centering pass makes it all the way through. Now Douglas sends it back behind her net to Seda. Ella Seda with the puck, gets it up to Douglas. She's got time, and she chips it out. It's jumped on here by Kennedy. Kennedy on a 1-on-3, takes it into the offensive zone. Lucy Sweeney holds the line. Forechecking here. As the other forwards look to go for a change. The line held again by Carconi. Carconi gets it to Kennedy. Kennedy to the slot, shoots it, and that's off the crossbar. Kennedy Danya puts one home here early in the first period, but that goes off the crossbar. Now KV gets it deep in the Honey Baked zone. It's controlled by Carconi. Donato tries to walk it off the wall. KV sends it back in deep. Picked up there. And it's gotten out by Lucy Sweeney. Donato picks it up in the offensive zone. It's loose in the slot and it bounces to Sweeney. Sweeney has it now in the corner. Sweeney looking for Donato. Goes just through her legs. Donato chips one back to the point. Where Nahovic tries to get a shot, but it's blocked by a KV player. Stepped up on by Cyril. Donato gets it into the zone, and that will be called a tripping penalty against KV here. Honey Baked will go to their first power play, 2.5 minutes into the game. Porter, Kalis, Stekatowski, Seda, Nahovic out there to start this power play. Face-off is won by KV, and they send it up the boards. Nahovic does a good job of holding her line. Nahovic gets it back in deep, and it goes behind the net. Miscommunication there leads to KV coming out with the puck. Seda steps and holds the line. Comes to Dekatowski, who makes a move in the middle. Kara Dekatowski gets it in behind the net now. And Porter controls it on the wall. Porter with a centering pass that doesn't make it there. KV ices one down the ice. But it's played by Abby Solers, and that will not be an icing. Picked up by Seda. Seda with time. Seda with time in her own zone. Looks for Dekatowski, but it's stepped on by a KV player. Kalis steps up on it. And now the puck goes in behind the HB net with 40 seconds left here on this power play. KV controls it in the neutral zone. They send one to the far side, and they bring it back into the HB zone. Nahovig tries to chip one out, but cannot. Puck is now loose here in the slot. Picked up by Nahovig, and she'll start skating it. Ellie Nahovig goes up the ice now. Takes it into the offensive zone. Supported by Porter and Duncan, but it gets out. Now Sylvia Duncan puts one up the boards. Kennedy's on it. Hops over Kennedy's stick, but she gets a great pass over to Pico. Pico makes a move, goes wide. Pico driving wide, looks to the middle. Gets a pass back to her point, Carconi. The shot goes to the middle and it's in Kennedy's feet. Kennedy puts it just wide of the net. Pico picks it up in the corner. She looks to the center and it goes behind. Kennedy picks it up on the wall. Stepped up by Duncan and it's tipped on net. But a good save by the goalie there. Now Pico battling hard in the corner. Comes out, Kennedy with it in the corner now. She gets it up to Carconi at the point. Carconi sends one at the net, but it's just too far for Porter to get a stick on it. Now Duncan steps up. And HB really putting on the offensive zone pressure here. Noel Douglas steps into that one. Duncan tries to hold the line. Gets it back in deep and tries to hold the line again. Now KV gets it out and they bring it down the ice. KV into the defensive zone here for Honeybaked. They send one across, but it's picked up by Noel Douglas. Douglas with room to skate, makes a move. Noel Douglas brings it into the zone. Douglas shoots one on net, it's loose, but the goalie is able to cover that one here. With a good move by Noel Douglas, HB is able to get the puck into the offensive zone and secure that offensive zone face-off. Sweeney out now with Douglas and Kennedy. Billy and Nahovig on the point. The puck sent to the middle, but it gets all the way across here. KV slaps one up the boards, but it goes off of Kennedy. Back in behind the KV net now, Noel Douglas is pressuring. Sweeney tries to help, but it gets past her. KV looking to clear the zone. Kennedy sends him back to Billy, who sends it on net, and the goalie sends it just wide. Now KV with it in the corner, and they elect to send it across. And now they're chasing it into the Honeybaked zone. KV gets there first, but a good back check there by Nahovig negates that. Clearing attempt is stopped at the point, and Nahovig blocks a shot. KV's got 3 girls in front to Honeybaked's 2. Emma Billy putting on good pressure, and it gets loose. And KV scores, and that'll make it 1-0. Now Sweeney out with Cyril and Donato. Puck goes to Donato, who gets it into the KV zone. KV sends it back up, and the icing is called off. Seda with it, reverses behind her own net. Gets it up the point, up the boards here to Donato. Donato with time now. Donato finds Cyril. It goes just off her stick, and they're gonna wave off the icing there. Cyril wins the battle into the offensive zone now. She's got it here in the corner. Cyril with it. Gets it to Donato. Donato back to Cyril. Cyril looks for Donato and it goes just to her feet. KV gets it out. They get it deep in the HB zone and then icing will be called off. Chipped up the boards there by Cyril but cannot get it out. Now it bounces to the middle where Lucy Sweeney tries to get one up to Donato. Can't get it out. KV sends it back in deep behind the HB net. Seda puts it up on the boards. No one there. Dekutowski picks it up now. She gets it out. And the other girls will go for a change now. KV in the neutral zone with the puck. Get one in. Tipped by Kalis. Carconi now picks it up. Wheels it behind her own net. Up the boards for Porter, and it gets just past her, but it gets out of the zone. KV sends one back in. Picked up by Porter now. She's got room. She passes it to Duncan. Duncan goes up the wall to Dekutowski. Just out of her reach. Duncan sends one back in deep. And now Honeybaked will go on the forecheck. Porter puts one low to Kalis. Kalis looking low. She's putting in work behind the net now. Kalis gets it to Porter. Porter looks across to Dekutowski. It's loose in front. But Dekutowski cannot get the stick on it to put it into the net. Now KV breaks out. They hit their own player. Picked up by Porter here in the neutral zone, but it hops over her stick. KV regrouping now. KV sends one deep into the HB zone. Pico on it behind her own net. Kennedy picks it up now. Kennedy gets up the ice to Porter, but Porter needs to go for a change. Puck goes deep, so Kennedy goes in after it now. She's putting on a lot of pressure. Forces a turnover. Picked up by Douglas. Douglas puts one across the front of the net. Sent all the way down the ice, and that will be icing against KV here. Now Honeybaked will have an offensive zone face-off with 6:23 left in the first period. Pico on the draw. Pico wins it back to Billy. Billy takes a shot, and the goalie saves that one and sends it wide. Douglas tries to hold the line. It gets out. Nahovig now with it. Nahovig looking to get it in deep. Kennedy's able to get it deep. Puck goes back into the offensive zone now. KV smacks one up the boards, and they're able to get it out. KV with a 2-on-2 with a good back check there by Billy. She negates that. Pico gets Douglas. Douglas makes a move. Douglas into the offensive zone, on sides, puts one in deep. Pico forechecking, backed up by Kennedy. The reversal behind the net. And now Douglas has it. She creates time. Back to Duncan. Duncan takes a shot, and it's loose in front. Kennedy gets it. It's loose in front, and Douglas cannot put away the rebound. What a chance there for Honeybaked. KV sends it down the ice. It's picked up by Ella Seda. Seda to Duncan. Duncan with a good stick is able to control that one. Duncan looks for Kennedy but can't find him. KV passes one right to Sweeney. Duncan goes to hold the line, and it gets past her. Donato with it now in the D zone. Donato creates time for herself. Skates up the wall, gets it to Sweeney. Sweeney takes it in. Sweeney to the middle. And it gets just out. Now Ella Seda with it. Seda over to Donato here in the neutral zone. Donato reversing it. Donato cuts up. Donato into the O zone. She goes wide with it. Into the corner. KV picks it up, and they send it up the wall. Seda holds the line. Now Ciro gets it into Sweeney right in front. Sweeney puts one on net, and it's saved by the goalie. Now the line held by Seda. Seda back down to Donato. Back to Seda. Seda to Ciro. In the slot. She sends one just high. Sweeney controlling it now. And that bounces up to the front. Seda holds the line. Seda takes the shot, and it goes just wide. Ciro putting pressure on. Donato now with it behind the net. Donato reverses it. Donato gets it to Ciro. Ciro takes the shot, and it's loose in front. KV player gets knocked down in front. We'll get no call there. Duncan looks to hold the line, and she does. Duncan gets it to Donato. Donato gets it to Sweeney. Sweeney looks to center one for Cyril. It's hit by KV, and the goalie covers it in the slot there. After a good sustained pressure there by Honeybaked. They'll have an offensive zone face-off here with 3.5 minutes to go in the first period. Kalis lines up for the face-off. Kalis sends it on net. Smothered by the goalie. Dekutowski was on that one there. looking to do it again. Kalis is able to get it in deep, and now pressured here by Porter. Comes out to a KV player. Up to Billy at the point. Billy takes a shot that's blocked by KV player there. And now they're in on a breakaway. Emma Billy back checking here. Forces her wide. Great back check there by Billy. Now Porter gets one out, and that'll be offsides. Great back check there by Emma Billy to stop that rush. No, that way. Porter, off the draw, gets it into the zone. Pressured now by Dekutowski. Picked up by Kalis here in the corner. Kalis driving wide. Kalis making time for herself here. She cuts to the middle. Finds Porter. Porter looks to the point, and Nahovig's able to hold it in. Nahovig tries to walk one. Porter with the shot, and it's gloved by the KV goalie. KV makes an offensive change here, puts out Pico, Douglas, and Kennedy. Lots of good offensive pressure here in the first period. Pico on the draw, wins it straight to Douglas. Douglas takes the shot, and it goes just wide. Now KV looks to get it out. Pressured hard by Kennedy, and she holds the line. KV can't clear it out of their own zone. Still pressured hard by Kennedy. Stepped on by Seda, but it gets out. Seda gets back on it now. She's looking weak side. Stepped on by a KV player. And they'll whistle that for offsides. Face-off comes to center ice here. Won by KV. KV looking to break it in. Carconi with good pressure forces it into the corner now. Carconi gets it out to Douglas. Noel Douglas breaking out. Tries to get one across, but it's picked off by a KV player. Now KV with it in the corner. KV cycling in the corner now. Good pressure there by Duncan. Duncan looks across, can't find her person, but it gets all the way down into the KV zone now. Pressured hard by Pico. KV now is a 3-on-1. Carconi back. Carconi looking to make a good play. Saved by Abby Solers. KV had the 3-on-1. They elected to shoot it, and Solers made a comfortable save there. Face off to her right now with 90 seconds left here in the first period. Face off won by KV back to the point. It's sent in deep. It gets all the way around to Donato. Donato sends it back around. Duncan's on it now. Duncan up the boards, and she gets it out. It's all the way back, and now KV regroups. Donato putting on the pressure, forces a pass that comes to the neutral zone. And it's finally controlled by Donato. Now Cyril with the puck. Cyril takes it into the offensive zone. On sides. Putting on pressure now. Puck goes behind the net. Donato picks it up here. Donato tries to chip one to the point. It's held in by Nahovig. Nahovig sends one in deep. KV with it in their corner now. They bring it around. Cyril steps on it. They try to get it out, but Billy does a good job of holding the line. Billy sends it back in deep. Now Lucy Sweeney on it. Cyril with it on the half wall. Puck in the corner. It comes to Cyril. She tries to find Donato there in the slot, but it kills just over her stick. KV breaking out all the way down back in the Honeybake zone now. Billy goes after it. Emma Billy looking to find one across. Cannot. Picked up by Cyril. Cyril gets it. And it's picked up here by Ellie Nahovig. Ellie Nahovig with speed into the offensive zone. She walks to the middle. She shoots it. Blocked by a KV player now. KV looking to get it out of the zone. But that'll do it here for the first period. After 1. The score is KV 1, HB 0. We're back here for the second period of action. Starting the second, we're going to have Kayla Stekutowski Porter, Duncan and Seda. HB in the home whites on the road, going from right to left here in this period. Puck gets back into the zone, and it goes just wide of the net. Picked up by Duncan. Duncan tries to get it out. Puck gets out. Porter putting the pressure on. Porter on it. Porter gets it in deep. Dekutowski in after it. She's got time. She looks to the slot, and Kalis just can't hold on to it. KV breaking it out now. Back in the HB zone, and that will go for an icing. Face-off comes back down to the offensive zone here. Kalis ready for the offensive zone draw. Wins one back here. Porter walks it to the middle. She shoots it. It's loose in front. Porter jumps on it. Saved by the goalie there. Ella Porter takes a good shot from the slot, but just cannot get it behind this goalkeeper. Porter on the face-off now. Won by KV. They wing it around. Celine Kalis. And now it's out by KV. Seda puts on the good pressure to put it back in. And it's whacked back down by KV. They enter the zone now. Going against Duncan. Their feet are tangled there, but they go behind the net. Porter gets it back to Kalis. Kalis has room to skate. Has Dekutowski to her left. Kalis enters the zone. Followed up by Dekutowski, who picks it up and has room. Dekutowski shoots it, and she scores! Kara Dekutowski, her first goal this season. And that'll tie the game up at 1. Just over a minute into the second period. Kalis brought it into the zone, lost it. It was picked up by Dekutowski, and she made a good shot. Oh my goodness. A good shot to beat the goalie there. Now Pico on a draw. She wins it back. Emma Billy with it. Billy across the red line. It's sent in by Kennedy. Line is held there by Billy. She tries to get one deep. Carconi pinching. And the puck goes out of play. It was tipped out by a KV player, so that puck will stay inside. Face off there to the left of the KV netminder. KV wins the draw. They get it out. They've got an odd man rush here. 2-on-1. Emma Billy to defender. Billy takes away the pass and Soler saves the puck. Now Douglas with it in her corner. Douglas walks out in front. Douglas makes 2 moves. All right, now we got Noel Douglas going up with Taylor Pico. They get into the offensive zone. Douglas shoots it. It's loose in front. Now Kennedy gets on it in the corner. KV. Line held there by Carconi. Pico to Douglas. Douglas now within the corner. Gets it back to Pico. She's got time behind the net. Pico circles it. Tries to stuff one in. And it's saved by the goalie there. As Kennedy gets sent to the ground for being a little too close to the KV netminder. Now Lucy Sweeney on the draw here. She's got Donato and Cyril out there. Sweeney wins it to Donato. Donato gets it to the slot there. Line held by Seda. Puck comes out. Nahovig on it. Nahovig with time. Nahovig with more time. Cycles around her own net. Uses the boards. It's up now past Donato. Back in the HB zone. Seda to Donato. Donato to Sweeney, but then to herself. That's going to get called a trip here, and Honeybaked will go on another power play. 12:08 left here in the second period. Offensive zone face-off coming for Honeybaked now. Donato lines up her forwards. Sweeney and Cyril. Puts it on net. Just across the front of the net. Lucy Sweeney now on it. Sweeney makes time for herself. Gets it up the boards to Seda. Seda puts one on net. There's nobody there. Cyril looking to her point. Nahovig sends it back in deep. Cyril controls it. Puts it across the front of the net. But it's saved by the goalie there. Now in the feet of Donato. Stepped up by Cyril. She sends it just over the net. This line putting on a lot of good offensive pressure now. Lucy Sweeney with it. And that's saved by the goalie. 54 seconds left in the power play. HB makes the change. Porter, Dekutowski, the goal scorer. Kalis. Porter to Kalis. Kalis to Carconi. She's got time. Carconi looks to shoot it. It gets tipped by a KV player. And I believe that goal will go to Melina Carconi. Power play goal for Melina. And that'll make it a 2-1 game. Honeybaked takes the lead. Great play off the draw there. Porter won the face off. Back to Kalis. Kalis found Carconi. Carconi had a good shot. It was tipped by a KV player and right through the legs of the goalkeeper. Now off the face off, Kalis wins it to Duncan. Duncan to Carconi. Carconi to Kalis. The pucks are flying now. Kalis is in after it. She walks to the net. She shoots it and she scores! Celine Kalis did that one by herself, and she beat the goalie. High glove side. Now HB takes a 3-1 lead. HB unchanged. Kalis lines up for the draw again. KV elects to change their goalkeeper here. 4 minutes into the second period. Duncan with it. Bumps it up to Kalis. Kalis gets it out to Porter. Duncan has it now. Duncan goes D to D to Carconi. Just over his stick, but Carconi's able to get it out. That's not going to be an icing, and Dekutowski putting on the pressure here. Forces KV to wing one around. It gets all the way out into the neutral zone. Pico's on it. Tries to get it to Nahovig, but can't find her. KV in the zone now. Sends one just wide. With it behind the net. Tripped up there by Ellie Nahovig, and Honeybaked will go to their first penalty kill of the season. Nahovig will get a tripping call there. And now HB will look to kill off the 1.5-minute penalty. Pico, Kennedy, Seda, Billy. The four skaters out right now for HB. Face off won by KV. Shot goes just wide. KV out to their point. Looking for a tip, but can't find it. KV controls it now on the wall. They get it up to the point. Pressured up by Pico. Forces her to put it back on the boards. KV cycling it down low now. They find a girl in front, but it's saved by Solers. A big save by Abby Solers there. Block shot by Kennedy. KV with it. It comes out to Kennedy, who gets slashed. But Pico's able to get it out. Pico's got time and space. Pico's got Kennedy to her left. Pico tries to take a shot, and it gets tipped wide. Tipped up into the netting halfway through this penalty kill. Good rush there by Taylor Pico. Kalis on the face-off now here in the offensive zone. She wins it back to Douglas. Douglas looks to walk it in, loses control. And now KV has the break. They look far side. It's picked off by Kalis. It's loose in the neutral zone. Picked up by Douglas. Douglas across the red line. Makes one too many moves. Sylvia Duncan now is able to get it back in deep. 20 seconds left here on the penalty kill. KV pressured hard by Kalis. Loses an edge. It's loose behind their own net. The reversal again. Duncan makes a step up, holds the line. 1 second left, and now Honeybaked returns to full strength. Donato on the ice. She's looking for some loose space. KV looking to get it out. They do. Back in by Honeybaked, onsides. Honeybaked onsides, gets it in. Donato with it. Tries to walk one in. To the point by Douglas. The shot by Duncan. Tipped just wide by Sweeney. Douglas walks one. Looks to the front. It's loose. Picked up by Donato and put in by Donato. The goal there by Ash Donato makes it 4-1 Honeybaked. Good pressure there by Donato, Sweeney, Douglas. And a good line hold there by Duncan. Honeybaked takes a 4-1 lead here. 8.5 minutes to go in the second period. Sweeney, Donato. Cyril out now. Face off. Won by KV. They bring it into the HB zone. Good play by Seda there on the boards to hold it. Now Donato on it in her own corner. Donato with time. Loses the puck on the wall, but it's sent to the middle and it's picked up by Sweeney. Sweeney now to Cyril. Cyril finds Sweeney. Just off her stick, and KV sends it back into the neutral zone. KV with it now. Picked up by Billy to Sweeney. Sweeney walks in by herself. Lucy Sweeney drives it wide. She's brought down, but we'll get no call there. Lucy Sweeney with it in the corner. Puck sent around. Billy looking to hold the line. Billy holds the line. Gets it to Donato. Donato walks off the wall with it. Donato makes a move, and she scores! Ash Donato with her second goal of the shift. Makes it 5-1 Honey Baked. Now, Kalis out again with Porter and Dekutowski. KV wins the draw and takes it into the zone. Knocked down, and it's picked up by Nahovig. Puck goes behind the net to Seda. Seda with time. Seda loses the puck to a KV player. KV looking to make something happen in front, but they can't. Kalis now up the boards with it, can't get it out. Backed up by Seda. Seda gets it to Porter. Porter now with it. Porter to Kalis. It's out of the HB zone at the very least. KV with a regroup opportunity there. And they send it back to Nahovig. Nahovig finds Kalis, who cuts up. That'll be offsides on KV. The faceoff will come just out. Pico out with Kennedy and Douglas now. KV gets it into the HB zone. On by Duncan. Duncan to Kennedy. Kennedy with it on the boards. Kennedy is able to get it to Pico, but it goes back to Duncan. Duncan to her partner, Carconi. Carconi up the middle, tries to find Pico. Can't find her. That will go for an icing. Faceoff will return to the HB zone. Face off one. Duncan around. Duncan looking for someone. Tries to find Pico in the middle, and that'll go for another icing. Face off back in the HB zone now. Carconi gets it. She gets it out to Noelle Douglas. Douglas working against the man. A girl, I guess. Douglas into the corner. To Kennedy. And the shot gets tipped up into the netting. Honey Baked have an offensive zone draw here. And they leave out Pico, Kennedy, and Douglas. D now, Billy and Nahovig. Pico on the draw. Kennedy gets it. Now they're battling on the wall. Into the corner it goes. KV sends one out. It'll go down to Salers. Salers will play it for Ellie Nahovig. Nahovig up the wall to Douglas. She tips it into the neutral zone. Douglas is able to get one over to Kennedy. Kennedy tries to get one up to Pico, but just misses her. And that will be an icing with 5:41 to go here in the second period. D-zone face-off, Lucy Sweeney. Wins it back to Nahovig. Puck is on the wall. Out to the point, where Donato picks it up. Donato with space. Loses the battle to a KV player, and it's back into the neutral zone. Nahovig into the offensive zone. It comes right back out. Sweeney now with it. Sweeney looking for Billy. Sweeney controlling it. Is able to get it to Donato. Donato into the offensive zone. Shot from the slot. The rebound is loose. Cyril can't put it away. It was cleared into the corner by a KV player just in time. Now Billy holding the line. Puck gets just out. Lucy Sweeney on it. Sweeney putting on a lot of pressure here. Puck gets back deep into the zone. Puck back into the KHB zone. Duncan on it. To Seda. Eliseda. Looks up the wall. Goes back around here. To Cyril. Cyril tips it to Dekutowski. Can't control it. Puck goes back in behind the HB net. Seda pressured hard. Seda chips one up the boards. Sweeney tries to get it out, but Cyril is finally able to get one out. Dekutowski on it now. She's got Cyril. She's got Sweeney. Dekutowski looks for Sweeney. Can't find her. That'll be too many men. Or offsides. They're going to call it offsides. A lucky break there. Porter on the draw. Porter to Kalis. Can't make the move. Sent out by KV all the way down the ice. If it makes it, it'll be an icing. Offensive zone face-off coming up here for Honey Baked. Just under 4 minutes to go here in the second period. Kalis on the face-off. Ties her up. Dekutowski on it here in the corner. Falls, but pressure still being applied here by Kalis. Dekutowski gets up, but KV is able to clear the zone. That'll go all the way down, and that'll be another icing call here. Another offensive zone face-off for Kalis. 3.5 to go here in the second. On the draw now, Kalis. Wins one back to Nahovig. Holds the line. Nahovig walks to the middle. She still has it. Nahovig shoots one. It gets tipped over to Kalis. And she can't put that one away. Porter wheels one around. KV looking to get it out. They do. Nahovig's on it in the neutral zone. She's able to get one for her partner, Seda. Seda looking for Porter. It's picked up by Kennedy. Kennedy gets it to Porter. Porter gets it in deep. Ella Porter in after it. KV wheels one around. Line's held by Seda and then Pico. Pico hits Seda with the puck, but has it and is able to walk one in. Pico with the stick lift. Tries to get it to Kennedy, but can't find her. Now KV brings it up the ice. They go into the offensive zone, but that'll be an offsides call there. Neutral zone face-off here. Pico, Douglas on it. KV into the offensive zone. Good job there by Duncan, able to take that shot away. Sylvia Duncan looks out. She finds Kennedy. Kennedy's got Pico. Stepped up on by Duncan. Can't hold the line. KV come out on a 2-on-1, but good back check by Duncan to negate that. Carcone forces a girl wide. Duncan ties her up in front. Douglas fans on it. And KV sends it back in deep. Tripping penalty will be coming to Noel Douglas now, and Honeybaked will go back to the penalty kill. Defensive zone draw here for Astronato. Won by KV. Back to their point. Partner. Shot goes at the net. Saved by Solers, and it goes just over the top of the net. Now KV with it. KV takes the shot. Saved by Solers, and the rebound saved by Solers. Two big saves right there. Lots of traffic in front. Shot gets tipped just wide. Duncan and Billy putting on pressure. And now the whistle will go because the net is off. Face-off comes to Solers' left. HP will go for a full line change here. Pico, Sweeney, Duncan, Seda. Face off won by KV. Shot. Rebound out to the front, but Seda does a good job of tying up her person. Abby Solers making a lot of good saves here on the penalty kill. Puck goes to the front, but it's picked off by Pico. Pico now chips it out. Hit it into the boards. I need to move the camera. Might be. Stepped up by Duncan. Puck doesn't come out though, so that's onside. Seda looks to get it out. Pico has her man tied up. HB looking to clear it. They can't. Shot from the slot, saved by Abby Solers off the pad. 8 seconds to go here in the penalty kill. KV takes a shot, and Abby makes another great save. The puck gets out to Pico. She gets tripped up in the neutral zone and can't get it up the ice. 30 seconds to go here in the second period, and the puck goes back into the zone. Centering pass. Makes it to a player. Puck is loose. Saved by Solers. She covers it. And I believe that puck did not go into net. Abby Solers making a lot of great saves here in the final couple minutes of this second period. 19 seconds to go. Kalis, Porter, Dekutowski out for the face-off. Kalis wins it to Billy. Billy battling on the boards. She gets it out back to Kalis. Kalis with Dekutowski. They've got two. With 10 seconds to go. Celine Kalis. Kara Dekutowski just out of the reach of Kalis. 5 seconds left here. KV will send it down the ice, and that will do it for the second period. We'll go to the third. HP 5, KV 1. Sorry about that. We are slightly moving here for the third period, so we can get this iPad charging as it is freezing cold in this arena. Beautiful. All right, Dekutowski on it. Sent down the ice by KV, and that'll be a quick icing here, 10 seconds into the third period. Kalis, Dekutowski, Porter, Carcone, Billy. That's how we start the third here in Heartland. Kalis wins it back to Carcone. She sends one at the net. It's loose. Porter gets it. Still loose here. Dekutowski goes to the point with it when maybe she should have gone forward. It's all good. KV now. Technical difficulties, sorry. Porter putting the pressure on here in the offensive zone. She holds the line, sends it back in deep to the corner. KV sends it down the ice, and that'll go for an icing. Noelle Douglas on the face-off here in the O-zone. Douglas gets it into the corner. KV sends it up the boards. It's held by Seda. Seda walks it in. Seda with a backhand off the crossbar. Ella Seda off the crossbar. Now Noelle Douglas gets it to the point. Nahovic shoots one, and it goes just wide of the net. Now Kennedy on it. Kennedy to Seda. Seda back in deep. Pico on it behind the net. It gets to the corner where Kennedy gets on it. Sends it back to Pico. KV Poyer sends it back to Kennedy. Kennedy walks it out. Kennedy's still with the puck. Walks it. She shoots it just wide into the corner. Now Noelle Douglas steps on it. She gets knocked up there. Tripped up there. We're not going to talk about it. KV brings it back into the Honey-Baked zone. Puck gets to Kennedy. Kennedy's able to get one out all the way back into the offensive zone. Nahovic puts on the pressure. Douglas putting on the pressure. Douglas forces the turnover. Pico now with it. Pico with time. Pico wheels it behind the net. Pico battling against two KV players here behind the net. She gets it to the front. Douglas scores! A great play there by Taylor Pico, battling two KV players behind the net. And she gets it out to the front where Noelle Douglas is able to put that away and make it 6-1. 2 minutes into the third period. Oh. Face off into the Honey-Baked zone. KV now with it. KV, they get it out to the point. Shot on net. Sent just wide. Solers knocks off the net, and there'll be a whistle there. Defensive zone face-off here for Honey-Baked. Sweeney on the draw. Sweeney. KV at the point now with it. Pressured by Cyril, it goes into the corner. KV with the centering pass. It's picked up by Donato. Donato, she's got Cyril with her. Donato loses the puck, but it's backed up. Donato, the puck is going everywhere right now. Nahovig finds Cyril. Cyril, stopped by KV Poyer. They send it down, but it's tipped by Billy, and that one to get the icing. Emma Billy sends one around. KV on it now. KV at their point. Shot blocked by Cyril, but sent wide, and a tip there, or a reflection really, goes also wide. Now KV regrouping in the neutral zone. Pressured by Cyril. Pressured by Donato now. KV looking to get back into the zone, but it goes off Cyril's skate to Donato. Cyril goes for a change. Donato and Sweeney go into the offensive zone. Porter working hard. Porter able to get there, but KV gets it just out. Now KV with it here. Send it back into the Honey Baked zone. Offsides waved off for the sake of time left in the game. Duncan to Porter. Porter gets it into the KV zone. KV tries to get one out, and they do. Back into the neutral zone for Duncan. Duncan's got Seda. Seda looks for Callis. Off his stick. Battling on the boards here in the neutral zone. Back to Seda. Looks to send one in deep, but it goes off a KV player. Puck goes out in front of the Honey Baked bench, where Porter picks it up. Battling right in front of the bench. Seda has time to skate. Seda skates the puck. She had a goal last night. Shoots one again. Off the glove of the goalie, and it goes just wide. Kalis gets one to Porter. Porter gets one back in deep. Pressured by Dekutowski. They force KV to go up the boards, and the line is held by Duncan. Mostly line change here for Honey Baked as they sustain this offensive pressure. Kalis is able to forecheck hard and hold the zone. Pass right to Emma Billy, and she gets gloved by the goalie. KV made an exit pass there right across the middle that was picked off by the incoming defender, Billy. She made a good shot, glove side, and got saved. 10 minutes to go here in the game. Pico wins the face-off with Douglas. It hits her in the skate, and she falls. Now KV going down the ice. Emma Billy, great defensive play there to get the puck away from him. Carconi on the puck. Up the boards to Douglas. Douglas tries to chip one. Held by the KV point man. Solers sends one back into the corner. Picked up by Billy. Billy looking for Douglas. It gets through to Douglas. Douglas has Pico. And she finds Taylor Pico on a breakaway. Pico looks to a 5-hole, and it's just loose in front. And I really messed up that one. I am so sorry. Offensive zone face-off now. Lucy Sweeney wins it to Donato. Donato tries to get a shot. The stick lift by Cyril should get it to Sweeney. And the line held by Seda. KV now gets it out. The back check by Donato. Lots of action here right at the point. Now KV gets it. They regroup. Puck comes to Cyril. Cyril skates it in. She's got time. Cyril looks across. She finds Donato. Oh, what a save. And Lucy Sweeney follows it up and scores her first. A great play there, driving wide by Cyril. She found Donato, and the goalie made a good first save. And with that, it is 7-1. Face off. Sent back into the HP zone. Picked up by Duncan. Duncan around the net with it. She sends one up to Donato. Ash Donato looks to get it out. Gets it to Sweeney. Lucy Sweeney now. Putting the pressure on into the zone. Duncan wants to regroup. Back to Carcone. Carcone to Cyril. Cyril sends one in deep. KV now with it behind their goal line. Over to stick of Ella Porter. Duncan to Porter. Porter into the KV zone. Duncan loses it, but is able to get one to open space now. Buzzer blew, but we don't know why. Believe it was an accidental buzzer. I think the buzzer was the curfew clock just turned on. Just under 8 minutes left on the game clock, 12 and a half left on the curfew clock. Which will win the race to zero? Find out now. Porter on the face-off. It gets sent back to KV's zone. KV now gets it out. Wheel up the middle. Going wide. Saved by Solers. The rebound is loose, but she's able to fall on that one. Face off in the D zone here. Loose in the circle. Nahovig and Billy looking to clear it. Nahovig into the corner now with it. She gets pushed down from behind. Up the wall. Kalis, Dekutowski, they're on it together. Dekutowski sends one up. Because it's rolling, it'll make it for an icing, and we'll come back to the HB zone here for another edition of defensive zone faceoffs. Face off won by Kalis to Seda. Off the boards, Dekutowski can't handle it. Seda now with it again. Seda got room. She finds Porter. Porter gets it up. Held on the wall here by Seda. Back in the defensive zone now. Sylvia Duncan with it. She sends one up the wall. Bounces over Kennedy's stick. Kennedy falls. Duncan's got it now. Duncan gets it out of the zone. Sent back in deep. Duncan with time. Reverses one to Porter. She's got time now. Ella Porter skating it up. Porter looking for Kennedy. Porter finds Kennedy. Kennedy into the offensive zone now. She walks it. She shoots it and it goes just wide off the goalie's stick or off the side of the net. One of those two. Puck brought out by KV now here. Back to Carcone. Melina Carcone. She sends one up. It goes off the KV player, and Pico picks it up. Pico buying time for herself. She circles around. Knocked off her stick by a KV player, and KV skated up. They've got 2-on-2 and elect to send one deep. Just under 6 minutes to play here in the third. The exit. Don't know exactly what happened, but I believe Abby Sowers just made another save. So add that to her tally tonight. This morning, tonight, whatever it is. Picked up behind the net by Billy. Billy looks for Pico and it goes just off her stick. Pico and Kennedy putting on pressure. That's sent all the way down and the icing will be waved off. Nahovig on it now in the D zone. Ellie Nahovig with time. Skates it out of her own zone. Nahovig's got Douglas to her right. She finds Douglas. Douglas Now with it. Drops it to Billy. Billy takes a shot. Goes behind the net where Taylor Pico's waiting for it. Pico with time. Puck's in her feet. Ice is getting kind of soft. KV's able to get it. Not out. Held by Nahovig. That time they do get it out. Down into Honeybaked zone where Emma Billy's on it. Billy with time. Gets it up the middle to Pico. Just off her stick. KV circles around with it now. KV back in the Honeybaked zone. Behind the HB net now. Pico with it. She sends it up the wall. Icing waved off, and it's picked up by KV Poyer in their D zone. Circles it. Pressured hard by Kennedy and Douglas. Sweeney was bearing down, waiting for one, but it wasn't able to get out to her. Now KV behind their own net. Line held by Duncan to Douglas. Douglas with it now. She gets tripped up. She tries to center one to Kennedy. The line's held by Seda there. High sticking weight off now. Sweeney gets on it behind the net. Sweeney pressured. She kicks one out. Sweeney whiffs on it. Now Noel Douglas. There's a lot of confusion going on now. 3.5 to go here in the game. Seda sends one back in deep. Now Douglas gets her change. Anastasia Ciro comes out. Ciro with it. She's got Donato, and it goes just through Donato's stick. Oh, that would have been a good chance for a hat trick there. Donato centers one. It falls to Ciro, and Ciro scores. Ciro scores her first, and everybody on this line's got a goal now. Just under 3 minutes to go in this one. Face off here in neutral zone. Ciro's got it on the boards. She sends one back to Seda. Seda up to Donato. Donato walks it in. Oh, Donato with a lot of time. Saved by the goalie. And they're going to send Donato to the box for hitting the goalie after the whistle there. Face-off comes all the way to the Honeybaked zone. 2.5 to go in this game. Kalis, Porter, Seda, Duncan. KV wins the draw. KV controls it. They get one back in deep. Around the Honeybaked net. Salas covers that one. D-zone face-off. Sent up to the point. KV controls it. They send one around the net. Kalis picks it up. Kalis finds Porter. Porter's got time. One on her, but she gets it deep. Kalis and Porter putting on pressure on the PK here. Out into the neutral zone. KV looking to get one in. Stopped by Porter. Porter knocked down right in front of the bench. Emma Billy comes out with it. She sends it to her partner, Carconi. Carconi with room to skate. Across the red line, and Carconi elects to get one deep here on the PK. 37 seconds left on the penalty kill. And the KV goalie covers up for a whistle. 34 left on the PK. Minute 42 left here in the game. HB makes a change. They put out Pico and Kennedy alongside Billy and Carconi. Pico on the draw. Wins it back to Carconi. Carconi elects to send one along the boards back in deep. KV now wheeling it around their own net. Across Kennedy. She takes one wide, but is stopped there by Pico. Great deep play. Pico gets her stick lifted across the red line, and she tries to send one in deep. Now Billy backs her up. Billy over to Carconi, back into the HB zone. Melina Carconi uses the glass to get it out. KV looks to send one back in and can't. KV now regroups it. And we enter the final minute of play here in the game. Shot saved by Salas. It's loose in the slot. And I believe that one went off the skate of Taylor Pico. Kennedy sends one down the ice. They're waving off the icing now with 38 seconds left. KV centers one right to Kennedy, who shoots it, and glove saved there by the goalie. 31 seconds to go here in the game. Face off one here. Back to Seda. Seda sends one in deep. And it goes in. Neutral zone face off. 20 seconds left in this game. Puck into the KV zone, into the HB zone. Shot sent over the net. Final 10 seconds. KV controls it. Shot blocked there by Sweeney. And that'll do it. Final here from Heartland. And a big win for KV, or a big win for HB. Needed that one.